I want to thank the senator from Washington for her overly kind remarks with regard to my participation, but to reiterate and underline what is in fact true, and that is we were a team. In fact, we were a team for 8 years when we both chaired and were ranking member of the Subcommittee on Labor and Occupational Safety and the Health Committee. We've time and again gotten WIA to a point where we thought we could pass it and then everything's fallen apart. We were at the huge divide and chasm beginning in this year. The House had passed the Skills Bill, or the Skills Act. We had passed an act. They didn't think we did anything. We thought they did too much, and it looked like a chasm too far to bridge. But because of the work of Senator Murray, my office, Senator Alexander's office, Virginia Fox, for whom I cannot say enough, she was the original author of the Skills Act. She came to the table with us, and we sat down on one floor below this building, below this floor right now. We sat down around a long table and we started talking about what the art of the possible, not the art of the impossible. But here are the high points I want to focus on. First of all, consolidation of programs that were not working to empower programs that were working. That's number one. Flexibility for governors, both on what they can do with their one-stop shops, as well as their ability to transfer money for unemployed programs and underemployed programs. 100% transferability on the behalf of the governors. 15% total flexibility of the appropriations that come to them through the WIA Workforce Investment Act and the Workforce Investment Program. We skinnied down the boards so that you don't have these huge boards. Instead, you have boards that can work. We reduced their size by about 61%. We included management as a majority, but labor at the table to make sure all facets of work were there. And most importantly, we empowered the states to write the kind of curriculum for the kind of training their state needed. You know, we have 4 million unfilled jobs in America. We sometimes talk about all the unemployment, and we all hate the unemployment, but we have some underqualified people who are underemployed who could take better and bigger jobs that are available in America right now today if we train them for those jobs. So this new Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act is just what it portends. It's an innovation in the WIA program, and it's an opportunity for millions of Americans to find the training and the skills necessary to find a job and keep a job, which is in turn good for our economy and good for our country. But this is something that happened because people of goodwill on both sides of the aisle and on both sides of the Capitol got together and said, let's figure out what we can do rather than argue about what we can't do. And Chairman Klein and Ranking Member Miller in the House, whom I served with on that committee years ago, did a tremendous job. Virginia Fox was very willing to work. Tim Scott, the senator from South Carolina, who was the author of the skills version of Virginia's bill in the United States Senate. Chairman Harkin deserves a lot of credit, particularly on his focus on those with disabilities, and we preserve the programs that make sense for people with disabilities and retraining them and giving them the training they need to have meaningful and skillful employment in the future. But most importantly of all, Lamar Alexander, the ranking member, kind of steered the ship. He was the rudder in the water that helped guide us to the point we got to today. I am pleased that both the Senate and the House and Senate Republican conferences have all had presentations. The feedback we have gotten to date is extremely favorable. We hope this is going to be one of those rare occasions in 2014 where Republicans and Democrats come together for the benefit of the American people to address the #1 problem we face in America, and that's unemployment and underemployment, and empower people through innovation and opportunity for jobs in the 21st century. And I again want to end where I began. It would not have happened without Senator Murray. I'm grateful for her help and her assistance. I'm proud to be her partner. And I yield back.
The Democratic whip.
Madam President, would the gentleman yield for just 1 second?
Happy to yield.
Senator Murray, we both forgot to talk about our staff for 1 second. Tommy Nguyen's on the floor. Where's Tommy? Tommy's behind me right here. I could not have done what I did in this bill if it wasn't for Tommy Nguyen, and Senator Murray has had an outstanding staff that's coordinated and worked with us all the way, so I wanted the record to include the tremendous staff work both of us received and the committee received.